What's up, friends? It's your boy GP from GPSC, and I'm here with DeOrganized Nightly, where we bring you the latest coverage on everything that's happened in the last 24 hours to 48 hours, and just kind of cover everything and various different topics with a bunch of different OGs. Let's get some fun going. We have Jack Bin Switch coming through. We've got Blockface, of course, and we might have Crypto Dude stopping in along with a couple other DeOrganized crew members. So let's have some fun and let's see. Let's bring our guest on up. First, we have Jack Bin Switch jumping on. What's up, Jack? And Blockface. How we doing, fellas?
Look, I have a suggestion. With the market price action like it is right now, I think we should call this DeOrganized After Dark, because we can easily pivot to OnlyFans, DJing content, right?
Yeah, feed picks. We're doing feed picks. We're doing like OF. We're spinning up a DeOrganized. What is it? A GoFundMe. All of that. Like we're throwing it at the wall. So go out there and pay attention. We will be bringing feed picks to you very soon.
Yeah, man. And it'll just be a matter of who gets more risque the quickest, right? You get up to ankle, someone starts getting up to calf. Like that's when shit starts getting real, right? So.
Oh no, dude! We're gonna get all the way up to the knee before we
medieval risque. Yeah.
Oh,
no, man. This is cool. This is a great time of day to do this show because everyone in the US gets blessed with like all the great content right during the day, and then you have everyone else or people who work during the day, they can only listen to recordings. So I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, this is great, dude. It's been awesome doing the morning show. I love that we can finally connect with like people in the West Coast and like have different type of guests come on that would not normally be able to, because it's a little earlier on their side whenever we do the Let's Go morning show. So it's dope to start finally having some of these people come on live, and especially having Crypto Dude on the first episode was awesome because that's something awesome that he's building there with Boost X. So
it's so big. Like it's unreal. We're in that. As soon as I saw, I knew he was working on the decentralized social media, right? And then I saw Mike and him talking and doing the literally being able to send people SIP10 tokens through social media.
And then I called you right away.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm an idiot, but I know someone who understands the community. What did you see in him when you first saw it?
Well, okay, so there's something very, very unique to crypto that is not the case for most other things. Okay, so for instance, when I very first learned about crypto, when I first got into it, the first place I went to learn more was X, well, Twitter back then, right? So if you notice, Twitter is still like the hub of crypto activity. Yes, you have Reddit, and you have all these other things, but it's probably one of your better places to get content. And so then you always, to me, the ultimate protocol, the ultimate use case for crypto is give me something to do during a bear market. Give me something to do when sentiment's down, right? So you have the social aspect, and now you have this. And
Said another way, find me revenue that is not correlated with the broader crypto market.
Exactly. Right. So like if you're paying attention to the prices right now, you're like, oh damn. And first and again, like getting back to that, kids, this is why we have stable coins, okay? Like stable coins are how you save your stack and how you make sure you have dry powder to get the good buys. Now, yes, when something's bottomed, great. But what I like to do personally, and it's not investment advice, all that bullshit. Okay, you don't take it from me. I'm not a financial guy. I'm a degen. But you look for a sign of reversal on that chart. If that's where you want to go in, you take your stables, go to your asset of your choice, right? And so that's another thing I really like, is because with this app that Crypto Dude has made, one of the first tokens that's going to be utilized is USDH, right? And so stable coins are boring. They're like the solid 5 that you feel confident approaching.
Did you want to do the thing about Hermetica? You know the thing that you do.
Oh yes,
yeah,
Hermetica.
So not boring. Real quick, on Jack's point.
Hermetica. That's right, Hermetica. Do you want to make money on your money? 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 Well, that's why we created Hermetica. I don't know how it works, but Jack does.
Dude, you're a man of so many gifts. So like stable coins, the way I conceptualize them is like that 5 out of 10 that you probably got a good shot with. You're probably gonna have a reasonably good time with.
But everyone needs 5s in their roster.
Right. But it's not exciting, right? Because it don't move. Like
it's a stable, yeah, it's like, yeah, but you can make it fun. So like there's stuff you can do. Like if you have your Hermetica, you could stake it and get some yield just for having it,
Like what if the 5 made you dinner? Huh?
Right, exactly. So like if you're sitting there and now you have a token that gives you no downside risk, right? And it's based in Bitcoin. It's not a fiat backed stable. You're essentially holding $1 worth of Bitcoin, right? And you're actually getting yield from it. So you win. It's a way to win. It's a way to protect your stack, and it's a way to help build your stack in times like this. So it's very cool that that's going to be one of the first tokens featured, because people need to learn. It's the more I think about it, the more fascinated I am by it. And really, honestly, like we have runes on BitFlow and on Velar, and they're paired with Hermetica, with USDH. Dude, when stacks shit the bed a few weeks ago during that sell-off, when everyone was freaking out during that weekend, runes weren't touched. You know what I'm saying?
Did not touch one bit. Like I was watching, I was looking at all the other assets, dude, and literally stayed the same. Like it was unquestionable. And
Right.
Hermetic just got a bunch of liquidity too. So like, I mean, it's awesome to have the first Bitcoin backed dollar in the Stacks ecosystem. Highly
It's
stepped
our
up.
it's our stable coin. Like
Yeah.
we claim that shit. Like that's
Yeah.
that's ours, right? I think I like that. But I digress. I think this social aspect of tipping and being able to interact like that on X, um, and call it socialfy. I'm sure someone's already coined the term, but it's useful for the perfect bear market or bearish type sentiment activity that can really make something like Stacks stick out, especially at a time like now. You
Well, right
want to
now,
talk about
Stacks isn't correlated to anything, including Bitcoin. So maybe it's the perfect non-correlated.
right.
Oh wow, we got a special guest popping in tonight. We got the Doc in the room, in the back of the room. So
Oh, yeah.
let's let Doc
Go
come on
ahead.
up and shoot the breeze. What's up,
Yo, what's
Doc?
up, guys?
What's up, man?
How's it going?
Now
What's
we
going
cooking
on?
with Grease.
Yeah.
Oh, repping Djing girl. Okay, I see
Yeah.
your little background.
Yeah. I didn't know what to put
That's,
as my backdrop, so I'm like, I didn't want to like drop anything that's not, you know what I mean. So
NF,
I'm like,
NF,
I'll just throw that
NSF.
back.
What do they say? NSFW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. It's So like the collection itself, I think won't be NSFW. The what happens afterwards, I'd say is, well, I guess there's like
You
dicks
just
in the
got to.
collection.
You just got.
Yeah,
to
I mean there's
yeah.
it's not safe for work. There's shit in there. We're just gonna say it's not safe for work.
But NSF means like non-sufficient funds in Web 2.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that too.
yeah. That's the when you're ready to launch that collection. Let me help you with your messaging, because you don't want to lead with there's a bunch of dicks in there.
100%.
I don't know.
Well, this leads to like a
We would
really
corner
cool
the California market.
idea, right? So we have Boost X coming, and then we have Stacks Pay. What type of integrations can we see happen from that?
Oh, dude. I
with
mean,
Boom Wallet?
the thing about this, when you're okay, so for one, when you're seeing, and I'm not at liberty, I wish I could, I'm not at liberty to say this bit of alpha that someone approached me with today. I wish I could, but it's also SocialFi related. So what I think now Dan's been working on Boom for a long time, right? And you have Boom Wallet, you have BoostX, and you have these other things. And when you see things like this converging all at one time, that's usually an indication that that the time has arrived for something, right? Like there's even a phenomenon. Michael probably knows the name of this, where like when any great invention happens, sometimes it's also being worked on in a completely different part of the world in a time in history where these people couldn't even like communicate ideas with each other, right?
That happened with calculus, with Newton and Leibniz working
Right.
on this same thing together, and it just happens to be released at the same time, almost like magic.
And you see Rosar's payment channel. So you're seeing this really like converge into something. So the cool thing about it is once you kick open a narrative and once you have some mechanical things backing it up, you really start seeing more stuff that you might not even anticipate happen, right? And so it's very bullish.
The other thing I was going to say this. The other thing I notice is that I'm noticing these developers. So, for example, Crypto Dude comes from a telecom background. For example, hey, Crypto Dude, there you are. So what I noticed with Crypto Dude is he's developing Chrome extensions.
Right.
And that until this date, most people have been trying to figure out how to be more integrated with these applications that you're building upon. But he's kind of created this just front end kind of thin layer on top that he's presenting functionality. And
Right.
because he's designed it that way, we're
Almost
talking
like layer 2, almost.
on top of the front end. So a layer 2 is it's an orthogonal layer 2. So breaking the fourth wall. So on the other side of the film, but everything he's done on X in terms of being able to see an account, see the tweet, repost, reply, and now pay money to the blockface.btc, if that's who it is, not financial advice. The same functionality here can be brought to places like GitHub. And I think that's going to be a Cambrian explosion, because I would assume that a lot of the people who hold a lot of the Bitcoin are in fact some of the developers.
Right.
And if they can now create their own economy amongst themselves, we may be on the verge of valuing public goods for the first time.
You know, speaking of what you just said, so when Ian and I are talking, you know, this comes up from time to time. He's like, it's hard to get a good Bitcoin developer. And I didn't know why when he first started talking. I was like, why? He said, because they're all rich, man. He said, like, he said they're just, you know, there's only so much you want to do at that point, right? So yeah, no, that's a very good point. Oh, we got Zero in the house. Dude, like, we got some old school OGs in here.
This is perfect because Hero wants to learn how to become crypto, dude. You think I'm joking?
What up?
No, it's cool though. Like, this creates a whole new way to onboard people. And when you're talking about what's happening on Solana right now, like, I saw this a little while ago before we came on. Dave Portnoy posted some, you know, Solana meme, and he's like, oh, look, I made almost $1 million in 15 minutes if I want to. Yeah, no shit, man. Like, you have 3.6 million followers. Like, you could make anything pump, right?
It's like they're just starting to understand their own influence.
Right.
I don't think that, because it works both ways. I don't think they realize the implications that exist with their audience when a launch goes bad. You know what I mean? And for an influencer like that, they've spent, 20 years eating slices of pizza, building likability and trust.
Right.
And then overnight, they now portray themselves as someone not to be trusted in this space. So it's a very costly mistake in terms of future earnings when things like this happen with influencers. I don't think the influencers will realize that until they never are allowed to do that again, because there's no community that trusts them. Yeah.
No, it's wild. Like, you know, and especially to be wrapped up in the Libra stuff, to where you actually are someone who got reimbursed by the main guy who, like, rugged that token. Like, it's bad optics all the way around.
Did I tell you that we were looking at launching, we called it hitcoin.ca, but it was shitcoin, like $Hitcoin. And we spoke to a securities lawyer at a fancy firm downtown. And she said, in Canada, you are not allowed to enrich yourself. That was the phrase. Right. If you're going to launch this, you're not allowed.
You're only allowed to make yourself poor.
Right, exactly, right. And so, since you're not allowed to enrich yourself, we're like, oh, okay, fuck this then. So never did, right?
Well, launching a meme token and like not ripping someone off is not a good way to get rich. Like, you don't have a whole lot of leeway there, right? Like, okay, if you own a bunch of the supply up front, you know, you're going to pay the team and all this. That's great. But, like, it's even still, like, there's so many things that have to go right. And the way that these guys have been running on Solana, it's been all inorganic, just very, very, you know, well executed pump and dumps on retail, and it's been super extractive.
It's almost like they have syndicates or something,
right? Or cabals.
Yeah.
And to see Portnoy being like, yeah, like I just made like $1 million in 15 minutes if I sell here. Dude, shut up. Just shut up.
Well, I think though it's kind of like making the invisible visible.
Yeah.
right? So at least now you can see the unfiltered thoughts that aren't PR'd, and that's actually like a benefit because now, like, for example, like I don't really care if anyone's racist. I'm racist. I just rather see it
Right.
because it's when it's hidden it becomes dangerous, right?
Right.
But that's a weird
You're
segue.
not racist. You just hate everybody equally.
Exactly. You know, I didn't even work with Guyanese people, you know? So, right? And so, Crypto Dude, I want to take a moment. I'm not sure if you're in front of a computer or can share your screen, but
I'll be
just
right.
it's okay. Just to orient everyone, no water Chinese, just to orient everyone on the same page, I wanted folks who are just watching this to kind of see a demonstration of what you've built as we talk about it a bit further.
Give me a few moments here.
Awesome.
I gotta.
All right, Peace Love. Do the commercial for
set up
Crypto
and-
Dude. Crypto Dude, that's right. Crypto Dude. Go ahead, Peace Love.
You want?
Oh,
me?
you meant Giga, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that went right over my head.
That's
I'm over here
Giga.
trying to
That's
sit the
posting it
stream
for
in
Peace
My
my,
bad.
in my own little world, and you called me Peace Love, so I got lost.
It says Peace Love.
Does
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
no.
your
Yeah.
tag does say Peace Love Music.
Oh
dog.
man, look at that.
I'm surprised you guys don't show your .btc address. It's like you're not even a part of Stacks. You
Oh,
got
no,
XRP
man.
maxis.
I have
What are you
to.
guys doing? What
I
are you
mean,
guys
I think Jazz
this
on
is
my
my
show.
.btc address. Though.
Yeah. This is the first day I'm using it, by the way, so I'm just roasting you guys.
Give me 1 second.
Oh man, thanks for pointing that out. A little late for that, but thanks.
You're kind of like a skinnier, younger Peace Love, right? You just need
Yeah.
like a ponytail.
Except for I play the keys. I don't. He plays the guitar. So I mean.
Oh, do you
know,
play the keys?
Yeah, and I sell NFTs, and he sells houses. So
Oh, wow.
I don't know. Maybe like
I didn't know you play guitar.
different dimension,
Piano.
interdimensional piece.
So if you mix together, you'd be playing the keytar.
Hmm. That's a good point. Probably the guitar. I could see us playing the guitar. You
And you
play
can be like an Asian band, put on some skirts, go viral in South Korea.
a half Italian, half Asian guy. Hey,
I'm dancing over here.
oh,
Hey,
man.
I'm eating weird food.
Is that who I think it is?
I mean, pasta.
Is that who I think it is? Speaking of, hey,
There he
it
is.
Peace.
Right, fun
Hey.
is over. Sorry.
We
Oh, hey,
got
Peace.
this imposter now.
Dad's home. Shit.
Shit.
Hey, what's happening? It's after
Oh,
dark.
what's going
up,
on
Mike?
over here?
I just popped in to make sure that nobody mistook the poor young guy as me on the line. So, GP, I'm going to show you something real quick. If you hover over the, where you see the everyone, all the people. If
The
you click on
people?
the three, you
Oh,
see
the
all
three
the.
dots.
Yeah.
He came on to make
Oh,
sure
the edit-
GPSC
edit
isn't
the names?
miscommunicated.
The GPSC, the actual
I
person.
want you guys to misgender it.
It's all right. He was just trying to imposter. You know what I mean?
GP,
I got
three-
caught. I got
No, this
caught.
is his gig.
I can't
Three
be as good as greatness.
Oh,
How
there
come
he
you don't
is.
have a BTC address?
I do.
Giga Pepe's trans degen.
Mm.
Oh, that's so terrible. That's so terrible. Yo, I'm over here and I'm just trying to make it by, man. Just trying to make it by. That's all I'm trying to do.
First,
I'm Giga
first
Pepe,
I
but I
heard Michael
identify as
declare that
peace.
he's racist. I'm like, what?
Oh, dude, do we have another legend in the house? I think we might just have Crypto Dude sharing the screen, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so sorry about that wait there, guys. I had to figure out how this app worked. My noobness is showing through there. So as you can see, I've got the X site. Well, let me go ahead and disconnect.
Sorry,
I don't know.
just-
I'm
just
gonna
for
have
the
to probably
recording. Do you mind zooming in even more than you think you should? Just because the way that the video shows in
Yeah.
clips, really zoom in on those parts that you're looking at.
All right. And let me actually stop sharing this and reshare the window. I just realized for the
Awesome.
screen, it's probably gonna not show the hero modal because I'm just sharing this tab. So hold on.
Gotcha. What you're about to see is how Stacks, the layer 2 blockchain for Bitcoin, is going to cross the chasm. The challenge with Bitcoin is that it transacts in 10-minute blocks, which means the immediacy of payments don't happen as fast as you want, and that won't really help when you're trying to cash out Wonder Bar at the 7-Eleven. That's my favorite. And so in order to transact in Bitcoin quickly, a layer 2 called Stacks was created. And what Crypto Dude is about to show is how this Bitcoin will be sent over X to different accounts.
That was beautiful, but I just got to ask you one question. What kind of Canadian bullshit is a Wonder Bar?
You don't know about a Wonder Bar?
No, I know about all the Bitcoin shit, but I want to know what this Wonder Bar is.
Like-
Dude, I'm from Michigan, and I'm like as close to Canada as you can fucking get, and I don't even know what a Wonder Bar is.
But all you guys look German to me. You don't know about Wonder Bar?
Can't even conceptualize it. Is it chocolate?
All right,
White
well, just-
chocolate? It's made out of peanuts? What the shit, man?
It's kind of like a
It's a bar
chocolate
of
bar
wonder.
that made a baby between like a caramel and a Mr. Big and a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Oh, wow.
Mr.
That's
Big.
pretty good.
What's the mixture? Yeah, what's the Mr. Big?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
What?
Yeah, you gotta elaborate.
Oh
on
my
this.
god. You guys don't even have ketchup chips. What are we doing over here?
Oh
Okay.
man,
That's strange.
don't even get me started on ketchup chips.
But no
Wait,
one can
what the
say
fuck's
the
a
Organized
ketchup
After Dark is not sophisticated. Y'all
That's
get
right.
the whole culinary
What, dude?
lesson.
I know. That's right. H1B University.
Whining and
coming
dining. So I think I got it
Well-rounded.
shared.
soon. All right, go ahead.
Did I get it shared?
Oh yeah, I'll put it on. I'll turn it on for you. Here we go. Boom.
All right. So I think we can all see my screen now. Yeah.
If you can just zoom in even just 1 or 2 or 3 times just for
Like
the
200.
mobile audience. Yeah.
All right. That's probably as much as we should go, or else we're gonna lose this down here. So I guess let's start
sorry.
with the.
UPSC,
start
is it possible to put the videos on the side? Thank you so much. Thank you. Keep going.
No worries. So let's start with the extension. Obviously, I'm loading this extension from my local environment, not from the Chrome store, because it's not fully listed on the Chrome store yet. We're waiting for their approval, but soon you'll be able to get it from the Chrome store, and you'll be able to see it here, next to your leather wallet and whatnot. Once you have it installed, you'll be on Twitter. We're kind of rushing things here, but we'll assume that you already have a BNF name, and you're already set up your profile display named it kind of like how Zero has his, right? He has his XYZERO.btc, right? That's his display name, and so he's set up to receive a tip as soon as I connect. So let's just go ahead and do it. Connect the wallet. It's going to prompt me for which account I want to use, obviously. As soon as it authenticates, then we can go ahead and just start giving some stuff. Now, the token select is still only STX, SBTC, USDH, and DOG at the moment. We will be adding others like Rue. I know you guys are wanting that. I will most definitely add it once we are closer to getting in people's hands. And then, there's most definitely others that I want to add in there, but we'll just stick with keeping it simple for now. This message right here, this enter message field, is something that we're going to probably pass along to, it's not done yet, but we're going to make it to where you can pass this message when let me take a step back. When you're giving a boost, we're going to make it to where obviously you're transferring to the author, like I'm about to demonstrate here, but we're also going to make it to where you're quote tweeting the tweet. And so that way, once we have the split tweet or the quote tweet splitting for boosting set up, it'll create like a very tight flywheel. So people will boost, then that will generate a quote tweet. Then if somebody else comes along and boosts your quote tweet, then you're now helping earn basically by getting that word out. So it's a way to incentivize collaboration, like kind of built in. But this right here, this message field is kind of what will be passed along to the quote tweet. Right now it's just kind of encoding it on chain at the moment, so we'll just say yo, and let's go ahead and send them to STX. The memo is just a standard memo field. We're not really needing it right now, but we can go ahead and put yo in there again. Why not? Or we'll just say yo. And transfer. It's prompting me to sign the transaction in the leather wallet here. We can see the details of our transaction, like Hero's wallet address as a content author, the amount, the referenced tweet ID of his tweet. That this is STX. It's not an NFT. There's no relative fungible token contract or relative NFT contract needed to be passed along. And then there's the encoded memo as a buff. There's the encoded message as a UTF-8 string. So we'll go ahead and hit confirm. And if we go to the Explorer, we can see right there, boost.
Nice.
This is the boost message that we just sent to Hero. And we got that TX or that tweet ID. We can just copy this out of here. Go back over here, click into this. You can see that that's the same. Right. So basically, we now have, in essence, on-chain proof of tweet. We've rewarded, Hero with a 2 STX. We can go ahead and come in here and go boosted.
Massive.
Now, obviously, I'm manually putting that in there, but we're going to have a convenience way for after you complete the transaction to copy the transaction details, and you can paste in your reply yourself. Also, obviously, like we said before, doing a quote tweet automatically, so that way, basically when you're seeing 2 tweets, a quote tweet, and there's 2 authors have .btc name, and you click, the boost, it's going to split the tip between both authors. Obviously, this is the same author, but you get the premise of a quote tweet. So hopefully that kind of shows how it works.
And that's crazy, man. Like, you were just tipping the legend himself, and then he just happened to pop into chat along with Pep Toshi from Bitcoin Pepe. What's up, fellas? How are we doing today? Crazy, this social fi aspect to what BoostX is doing. Crypto dude, it is some base stuff that you're working with there, my friend. What's up, fellas?
That's sick, honestly.
Upstream
I've been seeing it all over the timeline, and honestly, just haven't had time to actually check it out. I've been so busy this week, but wanted to pop in and say hi, and this was the perfect chance to get to see this demo. So thanks for showing us. I think this is awesome. People are gonna love it. So congrats.
Yeah, this is epic, man. Just imagine just doing any space. What's the first thing you do when you have a space? People come in and you're like, hey guys, retweet this space. Let's get the word out. Let's catch the stragglers. And then just be able to turn around and just randomly, send some people some STX for that.
For retweeting the space.
Yeah.
Quote tweeting the space and then getting your quote tweet boosted will yield for not just the OG author, but the basically the person coming in and trying to help support it. They'll get a 30% cut.
It's a way to actually on the fly reward your supporters.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude, it's so cool. It's so bullish because it really is. It's that thing that you can do in crypto at any given time, and crypto is so intertwined with X. It's just absolutely brilliant. I'm a huge fan already. I can't wait to get my hands on it. This is gonna be epic.
And
this listing can't go fast enough. I'm over here hitting F5 literally every 2 seconds.
And you get to thinking of what you can interact with smart contracts. You want to take it a step further, of course. You want to keep it simple at first. Is just keep sending and receiving, and then the social fi aspect is it's such a huge onboarding thing. I wanted to get into a little bit of what you guys were doing on the space. With Blockface, Crypto Dude. Could we talk a little bit about what you guys were doing last night?
Yeah, Can you refresh my memory?
I'm trying to refresh my own memory. What the?
Oh, you guys were onboarding. You were doing onboarding.
Oh, okay.
with us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Getting people
onboarding,
to actually.
getting people BNS,
Yeah.
explaining how BNS works. Yeah, there's you can go to BNS.1. You can register a name, .btc, a .stx name. You can even then go connect with Velar on X and get your STX reimbursed for you. So basically, right now is the time to get a name for free. And then once this extension comes out, you can update your profile page or update your display name on your profile on X, and then your tweets will basically now have that rocket boost button on it for all the other stackers out there to start boosting.
Yeah, so you guys have met Levi. So I, again, having worked in industry for about 20 years, my connections are largely in the Web 2 enterprise space, right? And so Levi is one such of those individuals. And we're, the syndicate, bringing on clients as we go. And what do you do with a client? They probably want a .com, a .ai, a .io. And now when I told her about this feature and functionality, she's connected with all of the fancy accounts that have 100,000 or 1 million followers that have fancy spaces, right? And so when she saw this demonstration I showed her, she immediately got it, because I don't need to use any cryptocurrency terms.
Right.
All I have to demonstrate is, this is Twitter. You're familiar with Twitter, right? Okay. So what if you could send your favorite accounts who tweet your favorite tweets Bitcoin?
Yeah, what if you could send crypto just as easily as liking a tweet?
What if you didn't have to leave Twitter to do so? So
Exactly.
I didn't have to explain clarity or proof of transfer or what happens in the signer mempool. All they want to know is, I am a brand. As part of that brand activities, I'd like to see some revenue come in. What are the least amount of clicks it takes for me to get paid, sell merch? Peace wants to sell real estate. He's really driving around tweet to real estate sale. So it's a very easy paradigm for people because they already understand the platform. In fact, they're power users of X. They're power users of Instagram, power users of LinkedIn or GitHub. By just adding a handful of modals, connect wallet and boost or add money to this account to say thank you, or to buy the merch, or to buy the residential real estate in Rhode Island, that's something they can understand. And that's enough motivation for them to get jack.btc, peace.btc.
No, it's absolutely brilliant. And then you talk about all those other platforms, and my understanding, Crypto Dude, correct me if I'm wrong, is this can be expanded to other social media platforms.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this is just a tip of the iceberg on what's coming. We got plans cooking. So
biggest onboarding tool in Stacks history.
How Stacks is going to cross the chasm.
Yeah,
let's go. Glad I could be a part of it.
You're front-running the XPay narrative, and what all do you do on a blockchain? Even as someone who's a degen, there's only so many NFTs you're going to buy. There's only so many mints going on at any given time. There's only so many pre-sales or token launches. You're only going to mess with your DeFi from time to time. You're only going to stake your whatever from time to time. But you're always on looking for the alpha, talking with your friends. It's perfect, man.
Yo,
Zero, go ahead. What do you see?
Zero in the house.
Yo,
dude.
Zero.
Yo. All right.
The guy doesn't show up often, eh? So you must have showed him something.
Let's
You
go.
guys hear me?
Yeah, between Zero and Mark, I'm having beard insecurity. I'm having
There you go.
out again.
I had to clean it up.
I don't even want to hear
brother.
it. I don't even want to hear it, Jack. At least you have a beard.
Look, Mark, if you ever
Fucking-
want to
what
change
is this?
careers, you go straight into Orthodox priesthood, man. You're
I
halfway
just
there. You
bumped
got
it
it.
and I said, all right, it's almost time to cook here. And dude, I'm having some technical issues. Dude, I'm fucking pissed with Apple. It's a long story,
But here, I'm going to cut to the chase, and I'm going to remind you guys, I've paid some great tuition, and I'm not talking about going to college. I'm talking about getting my wallet hacked, losing 70K a few years ago, and recently I had to turn in. I bought some Beats headphones. The shit had like this like static in my ear. So, anyways, I sent it back. They had this QR code to like remove it from your Find My app. Dude, I totally like I was doing something, wasn't paying attention, and I wiped my MacBook. And
that sucks.
dude, I was shitting bricks like for a couple of days because
How do you accidentally wipe your MacBook?
One backup. I had one backup and I couldn't find the ports to that shit, dude. So, long story short, if you guys are listening to this, lesson learned: back up your computer every day, and I'm telling you, when you make a mistake, it's going to pay dividends. So don't, dude. These are the things that I always tell myself: make sure you have your wallet secure. Make sure you have separate environments. And then you kind of get lazy and you're like, I'm kind of good. And then boom, something happens and you're like, that's why I do this shit. And that's why I take all these precautions. But needless to say, dude, I am so stoked. It's been a while. Me and Huddle, I know we're looking to get back on the scene here. We got some cool shit about to drop soon. I'm sharing my screen here, and if you could pull that on, we're getting prepped and ready. And DeOrganized, peace, love, you've been a huge advocate for us. Obviously, brother Jack, you've been always in our corner. And so the new platform, man, it's almost ready. It's getting there. This shit is sexy as fuck, man. I'm just so glad on how sleek this shit looks, dude. Like I'm just like over the moon on this. Like it's gonna be a completely new experience. We like revamped everything. I see us setting up. You know, we always say this, but I honestly think we're going to be set up for the next bull run. I think people are, we always have this return to Bitcoin moment, and it's almost a come to Jesus moment. I was tweeting with someone on, I forget whose timeline that was. I think it was Jake Blockchain or somebody. Someone was like, "Oh man, these scams, the meme coins are." Oh no, Jack, it was your tweet. The guy sounded like a young kid. He was like, "These meme coins are ruining crypto," and I was like, "Dude, this is 2017 all over." Dude, they fucking launched Ponzi coin, and that shit collected almost 50 mil in TVL. Don't tell me this shit is new.
No.
This is the same fucking game since Jesus.
Right. There's nothing new under the sun. No, we had just had that discussion on the morning show last Friday. Monday. It was like, no, like the ICO thing was this with just like extra steps, you know.
A couple extra steps. You actually had to go to YouTube and see how to deploy tokens, but it was always easy. And we got, I think the other thing I'm like really stoked about, we got a cool integration and partnership coming up with Clarity Alliance. Those guys, they're gigabrains, and not a lot of people know about them. We want to, can you bring the platform back on screen? We're a couple of things. Obviously, reputation on chain is going to be a part of our mission. We're getting the contracts prepped and ready. So all of the platform, we rewrote all the Clarity. We rewrote all of the infrastructure. The shit we had, the platform you see today is pretty much duct tape and bubble gum. One, we didn't think many people would come to the platform. And two, we didn't think we'd get so many monthly active users. And so now that we're seeing that demand, we see that people want to do things on chain. There just isn't a great way to do non-DeFi, non-NFT today. So I think we hope that we inspire people to say, you know, I know this isn't profitable. I know there isn't really a market for it, but I'm going to go off and build it. So one of the things we also want to do, we want to make security more achievable. We also want to bring visibility to security. So this is one of the ways we're going to do it. We also have some enhancements coming with Coin Fabric. They have their LLM that they created like last year. No one really uses it because one, you'd have to go deploy the code yourself, and two, I don't know how many updates there have been, but Coin Fabric, Clarity Alliance, we have partnerships with them. They're stoked. We're stoked. We're gonna launch this too. I don't think we're gonna launch it right on the V2 beta, but we will launch it soon. And then the other thing I get really stoked about, we got this exciting new thing called the Shill Zone. I have this idea. I've always had this idea and wanted to do something with it. What if you could link on-chain activity, reputation on-chain, and then put that with your social media, like what we're doing on X. And then that's why I was stoked, because I was DMing with Crypto Dude, and I was like, dude, that tool that you built, I want that shit, because I know we're going to be able to use that on Zero Authority. And then ultimately the master vision is, as the protocol earns more, we want to take a huge portion of those rewards to the protocol, and we want to start putting that into different creator pools and be able to do different DAOs. So we've been talking to AI DAO. Their new deployment of the DAO, it launches a room token, and that room token can be deployed on BitFlow as a L2. We want to do something like that. We have this whole DAO setup and infrastructure. It's not quite built out all the way, but I'll have to show it another time. But we will have like the start of deploying your DAO. So I think with it here's why, and you can bring me back on screen. I just wanted to say this a little bit. The whole idea of DAOs is so underutilized today. Like, people think of DAOs and they only think of the ability to. Are you guys still there, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Can you bring?
we're listening with great anticipation here.
We're in awe.
Oh, I need to. Let me see. I was gonna. Let me log in really quick.
Actually, and I just want to let you know, Zero, that Vibes is someone that we've been keeping apprised about this through Rocky and Red Rock Labs, because Vibes has a massive community. He's built an entire community around the teen space and has an app called Javify that he launched. Vibes, I know we've been talking about Zero Authority for a while. Do you want to say a few words and say hi to the audience? Hey, all of you are the same color. Maybe it's going to be easier for you to make an agreement.
What's going on, man?
You didn't know we're cousins?
Yeah, you guys look like cousins. Yeah,
I could see that. How you doing?
Vibes, been a minute, man. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, likewise. Can you hear me all right? I think I'm a little delayed.
Yeah.
So I want to actually set the stage
good.
properly. I want to set the stage properly so Zero understands like the full scope going in. Vibes, can you talk about what's changed in your life over the last 100 days?
Yeah, crypto. So I have some people, as Mike mentioned, working on Jobify for me full time now. I started that a few years ago, brought in a new team because I've been managing our fund lately. Had some good crypto investments, built out a team, built out a free community, built out a paid community. And that's just been taking all my attention. So it's fascinating what's going on in the space. Liquidity's flowing, and we've really mastered these meme coins. I have a bunch of, I call them my Gen Z quants, because these are university kids who have maybe like $2,000 to play with, but they're literally calling the next 1000x, 80x coins. And they're very useful to my community. So I found an agreement to get them paid. But Mike has told me a little bit about what you're up to. I would love to hear more. That's just a little bit of my side.
Yeah, that sounds great. So where we all interconnect is the intersection of I'm doing things on chain. My vision is that all of these things are Lego blocks and we all connect together and we make it easy for people to do the things that they want to do. How will that all take shape and how will that all work out? We'll see. It all depends. A lot of these things too, we're still building the primitives if you guys think about it. I mean, ETH had their DeFi summer in 2020. So after their launch in 2016, that was 4 years later. We forget, and I know a lot of us, we're ingrained in this STX community, into the Stacks community. They only launched in 2021, and it's still relatively new. So I know a lot of us want different change and different aspects of the governance model and stuff to change. I was able to get my testnet wallet here linked up. Let me pull this back on screen. So how I envision this is we have different products. Like we have a gig marketplace, we have bounties on chain, we have we're gonna be launching other things too, where people can have a DAO where they could work together. What I was going to say is too, the concept of a DAO is so underutilized. And what I mean by that is, and so I'm logging onto testnet. This is all testnet. The concept, and we got this nice little intro too to show people, hey, this is what you could do with gigs and bounties and endorsements on chain and reputation on chain. The way we come about it in the concept of reputation on chain is everything that you're doing on chain, whether you're doing swaps on a DeFi platform, you're minting NFTs, you're participating in gigs, you're participating in bounties, that all goes into this on-chain score. And that on-chain score, this is where we envision, and we call it reputation score, it'll probably be on-chain score, but I envision, because this will be an API, but this is also controlled by smart contracts. You or your protocol, you don't need our permission to go off and build things on top of this, right? All of these contracts are all open source for that very reason. The name Zero Authority comes from that belief that you don't need anyone's permission to go off and build. So I imagine these things starting to formulate like Lego blocks, where I'll give you a couple examples. So when Trippin' Monkey was building his ticketing app solution, he said, well, where are the gig contracts? Where are the bounty contracts? I'd like to pull that in for the ticketing solution. So if someone launches a bounty and they want to create this gated access, they can do that, right? I know another developer, he had asked me, it'd be cool if I could build an app where it takes all the data on someone's profile, and then I could click mint to CV, or something like you're minting an NFT, but you mint your NFT, and that's your CV, and you could send that out, right? Because you're going to be able to see all your reputation badges. You'll see all the bounties happening. You'll see all the activity happening under a profile, and then we'll keep adding more stuff to those profile levels. The other thing we've been trying to work on, we just haven't had enough time. A couple years ago, Frieger created this concept of a master profile, and it was at the wallet level. We picked up some of that code. We have it. We've been talking to Frieger through the years, and what we want to do is be able to create this new standard for the profile level in the wallets. And so Zero Authority would be able to have a place where you could manage your reputation. So you're doing all these things on chain. You may want to come in, you may want to find bounties. You may want to participate in those bounties, right? You'll have the ability to do that. You may want to see them. You may want to participate and get your reputation badge from that. You could also, if you want to deploy your DAO, we're going to use that prompt to DAO. If you want specific parameters around your DAO, you'll be able to do that as well. And so all of these things feed into your broader on-chain score. And we envision that someone somewhere will pick up this on-chain score and be able to do more things with it. You'll be able to do gated access on NFTs. Another thing we're able to do, since we use Leather and Xverse, we're also going to show Ordinal's address and your Bitcoin address. There is literally no place in this ecosystem to see someone's BNS, someone's stack, someone's Ordinal, and someone's Bitcoin wallet address. That has been a huge problem. We've talked to several people across Ordinals who would love something where something on Twitter, if you do a giveaway and someone adds their BNS, their Stacks wallet, there can be a place where you can go export all of these wallet addresses to be able to do that. Now, can that lead to spam content? It can, but more than I'll say 9 times out of 10, if someone's sending you an ordinal, they're not paying these Bitcoin transactions to send you some shit coins or send you some stupid memes. Like usually it's a collection and it is something that people want. So I talked a lot, but really it's going to be up to you how you could use this within your protocol. And then a couple of things that we still need to build out is that the master profile data. So any wallet address can have their own profile. And then let me give an example how that would work. So if you come to Zero Authority and you set up your profile, well, guess what? If you went to Xverse, if you went to Invaders, if you went to Gamma, if you went to Valar, you don't have to add in your profile level detail anymore. It'll read it from the blockchain because you already set it one time, and then you can always update it at the wallet level. So those are like the next couple of things we're looking to do. So that's really what the hope and the intention is behind this all.
Really awesome stuff, dude. I like the idea where you can just like kind of get your like your file, and then you can, it's like your resume almost. Like if you're you can kind of send it out to other people and you know, like kind of go outsource and like say, hey, look what I've done on chain, and you know, and point right back at your profile on Zero Authority. It's awesome.
I got a question for you. Your profiles, you're saying that you're making all those obviously on chain, right? So you can discover people's reputation on chain and integrate, you know, that accordingly. Do you think that's something we should do with BoostX and put it on people's X profiles so they can have a little dove button at the top of their profile page and get a little modal rendered of their Zero Authority rep?
I think we should do a lot of stuff together, Crypto Dude.
Let's go.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like,
also too, what we didn't have in our current platform, we didn't have any APIs. All of this has APIs built out too. So look, it's hard to go grab shit on chain, to be honest. It is really easy if you're a developer and you just want to go to someone's Swagger page and pull an API.
Yeah, most definitely pulling from a traditional API is a little bit easier. But I mean, you can get a lot of this data out of, I mean, if you got read-only functions in your smart contract to expose the data, then that should be exposable through like a hero endpoint.
Yeah, it's definitely, you'll be able to grab it either way. The other thing too, like what GPSC was saying is, we want, I don't know the long-term vision, but if someone, like let's say I would envision someone wants to become an ambassador, or they want to go work for someone, and someone says, well, what's your experience? There should be a way to like read your profile level data and see all the shit that you do on chain. Like, I shouldn't have to ask you like, hey, Crypto Dude, do you know about Clarity, or do you know a Leather wallet? Dude, you should just be like, here's my BNS name. Go check me out, bro. And then just pop it in. Boom, let me pull in your Zero Authority profile. Let me pull in any other on-chain data. And then it's just like, and it just like, yeah, he's done swaps. He's done NFTs. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. Now, yeah, we still need to interview him, make sure he's not sending dick pics, you know, behind the scenes during working hours.
Yeah, make sure there's something there.
Dude, yeah, we have to have some type of.
What if they're part of a collection though? Like, what if they're
just if it's part of a collection and you're an artist, who am I to say what art is?
Right.
That's different then.
There we go.
Hey, all I'm asking is just don't do it 8 to 5.
Or if you do, just make sure you're getting HR's approval.
Well, I am HR, so you got my approval.
So I'm going to circle back around to like the SocialFi aspect of this, and like kind of talk about like how maybe Vibes might be able to get his community involved in earning.
So I was going to ask you, GP, is Vibes from Higher Vibes, or is that something different?
Higher Vibes. Vibes, you want to give yourself like a brief, like, this is Zero, this is Crypto Dude, I know that you may not have been in the same room. Do you want to reiterate a little bit of like what you guys have been getting into and what trenches you're in right now, as
For
they
sure.
like to call it? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm Vibes from Mr. Good Vibes is my stage name. Started in the youth space, created a app that ranked top 10 in the App Store called Jobify. Did that for a couple years, got my tech experience, got my resources, started my investment fund, angel invested in a tech startup out in the UK. It got acquired. So that was our first successful investment, went one for one. Got into stocks a bit, then got a little riskier with crypto. Got in before XRP popped off, XLM, XCN, made some big bets, publicly announced when I was investing, showcased the wins, started building a community off of that, had people wanting to invest with us, manage resources, etc. Built out a team around that. Now, basically, my job is to bring more people into the community, manage resources, deploy capital, look for promising projects, etc. In addition to running our student community on the Jobify side that I have a team running. We have about 50,000 active students always looking for work currently, month to month. And then my crypto community is closer to the 4,000 range. That's just constantly trading daily, Discord chat, sending CAs, nonstop action in there.
I love it. I love the trenches, like, you know, and it's really cool to see that you have, because like I've known you since before, like you were hanging out with like Michael. I first met you on in a similar format, so it's kind of cool to see that transition with your audience, you know, and your content into the crypto realm. So like with that content that you're making right now, there's a program in the Stacks ecosystem called the Velar Creator Program, where you can literally be talking about the different protocols and stacks and being paid. You know, you get put into it's a point system. You get your own entries for different threads and post videos, all of that, and then you get into a pool to, you know, essentially win crypto. So I like that you're talking about that. Have you seen anything about the Yaps and Kato recently on your timeline?
I don't think so. Educate me, please.
Yeah, so they're doing a
DP,
social.
could I quickly just
Yeah,
talk?
absolutely.
Vibes. I like what you're doing. I like that you're also working with students. We're kind of at this pinnacle too, where the further we go out here, we're getting to that world where Web3 will be the dominant language that we all speak. Now, I'm still of the belief there's going to be Web2 platforms. I don't think LinkedIn is going anywhere. I don't think X is going anywhere. These social media companies that have existed, people still use it. People still find value. I know with this new platform that we finally have, we're going to make a huge concerted effort for people who are new into Web3. We need to like build out more of an onboarding experience. I know for creators like GP, like Jack, I know Doc is a part of Stacks London. Outside of STX, there's Base, there's Solana, right? There's all these chains and all these creators. We do want to eventually bring a lot of content into the platform and help people, younger creators, monetize in that way. So all of those students that you're working with, I hope over time where we could build out this onboarding experience where we can have people set up their profiles and people could start earning based on those potentials. I hope there's like that bridge to it as well. So we'll see from that angle how it goes. But those are some things that I think younger people, they're going to be looking for those new opportunities in the Web3 space.
Yeah,
Sorry, GP, I just wanted to mention that because that's amazing what he's been building out.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Vibes. Did you have anything to add? Go right ahead, man. Like, you know, you guys don't have at it. No worries whatsoever. This is an open format for a reason. I really like the vibe that we carry, where we just have an open space. So.
Yeah, awesome. I would just say, let me know what you want to do. I could activate the team on the Jobify side. There's always hungry university students with skills. And if you're looking for more of an adult community, that is my Discord. That's where we're trading daily. We've called some pretty big coins, 37x on Trump, 1000x on Jailstool with Dave Portnoy. 20x every other hour with these kids spotting these next coins, but it's mostly on the Solana network or chain at least. So just let me know what you had in mind.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, GP, thanks for that connection. It's amazing.
Of course, man. You know, and I think that's what's so great about like a deorganized media platform. I'm really thankful for what Peace has started and we're in the direction that it's growing. You know, we are connecting with each other and getting to know each other and making like these different areas where we can improve together. So you know, it is something powerful. You know, getting to just know each other and absolutely just carrying on a conversation. You know, I've enjoyed it thoroughly, fellas. You know, and definitely shoot each other's like follows, of course. And I'm seeing in the chat that a lot of people are liking what we're talking about right now. You know, WagMe came through, and WagMe is definitely talking about the alpha that you just dropped on Zero Authority, along with like BoostX and Crypto Dude, and then we have people like Vibes that are fairly new to the space in the trenches, learning about what the trenches are about, and you know that leads to different areas of, you know, people love to educate themselves. Education is power. So I think that we're all in the right space at the right time, and I do feel that the universe is connecting us for a reason. So thank you for coming through, fellas. Seriously, we plan on doing this nightly show every night, Monday through Friday. We're gonna start at 7, and then you know, it's roughly around an hour. If we go a little bit over, no worries whatsoever. But yeah, you guys are welcome to come anytime. Especially you guys are crushing it.
Appreciate you just being able to send a link. Like,
yeah, that helps a lot.
Drop me a link, GP. And I know, are you on X, by the way?
I am. I just reactivated my account.
All right, awesome. I'm gonna get GP to connect me in, and I look forward to working with you and seeing whatever. Who knows? You never know which direction this is going to go, but anything that we can all do to bridge the gap and educate people and bring more to Web3 and give them those opportunities, that's what I love.
Yeah, dude. With that said, you know, I think that we should go ahead and like get this like ball rolling, guys. I think that when we are together having these conversations, we get these follows done, and we really move the needle in the right direction. There's power in what we're doing whenever we're working together to move the space where we deem fit. So yeah, very, very solid combo, guys. I'm gonna go around one last time and just give everybody a last you know, go at it, and let's see what everybody says. I'll shoot the doc, then we'll go to Zero, and then Good Vibes we can sign off with.
Vibes just signed off.
Maybe connection issues, but
no. So I've just, you know, I've been grinding with my head down, working on stuff. So like getting to just be able to listen mostly in this one, I learned a lot of what's going on and what people are building and what Zero's building upon in Zero Authority. So it's really, really awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see what these guys are building together.
It was just a really good space for me to kind of catch up in. You know what I mean? It's been a minute for me to just sit there and chill. So
good, man. I'm glad that you were able to make it tonight. Crypto Dude, what's the next step, man? What's popping, man? We doing a space? What's up?
Yeah, I'm down. I'm just chilling at the moment, kind of hitting this F5 button about literally every minute. I'm not like my F5 key is going to be broke by the time this thing's out, so I have to buy a new keyboard. But yeah, I'm down. Let's do it.
Yeah, man. We'll have to keep shining on light on BoostX and what you're doing, dude, because you know, you're making major change.
Oh,
you know,
I did want to mention something, but Zero dropped off, and
I
think he said he had to help feed the kiddos, so understandable.
Oh yeah, dude. It's that time of the day, you know. It's, you know, you handle business time. So
yeah, I was gonna tell him though, like, you know, getting Zero's, you know, bounties and stuff like that integrated into X, and getting, you know, their reputation, you know, I guess scoring and whatnot. Yeah, basically the metrics and stuff like that. Having that kind of all nested in X is totally doable. So,
Yeah, dude, definitely.
I think we should hammer and just fucking take over. It's like fucking X. We're the captain now.
It's like one of those things, right? Like I felt like this space happened for a reason because there's so many aspects right now that just kind of aligned at the same time, and it felt like we would speak about one thing and would move to another, and the person that was supposed to be there ended up coming, to talk about what they had going on. So
yeah, to take it to the next level, all we got to do is just start discussing design patterns, and like UI and like functionality, and get into the weeds a tiny bit, and then we could really step up the experience for the Stacks community to where all the other chains and all the other experiences out there are going to just seem like a joke compared to if we really play our cards right, because we have capacity now to basically insert ourselves into pretty much any Web 2 domain and add a little spice to it, so to speak. And who doesn't want to? A lot of people are reluctant to leave their Web 2 legs behind. They want to retain all that. So we're
dude, it's
like allowing the reputation bridge to happen now. So that's where the rubber meets the road.
Yes, exactly. It's like it's that time. I feel like it's like everything that everyone's been working for so many years is like at that point to where it's going to be a major turning point, and things are going to everything that everybody's been working for is going to happen, and it's going to happen. They say slowly but surely, and then all at once, right? So
yeah. Someone's always like told me things happen in waves. You know what I mean? Things happen in waves, and to just always listen to the universe. You know what I mean? So
ride the waves.
I'm kind of stuck with that. It's stuck.
Yeah, I like that. Well, fellas, it's been good. I'm very happy that you guys came through to come shoot the breeze on DeOrganized Nightly. I'm gonna go ahead and sign us out with the last message. I will see you guys again tomorrow.
All right, later, man.
All right, that's a wrap.
Thanks, guys. This is DeOrganized Nightly, brought to you by DeOrganized Media. Come through and get the latest alpha from these awesome builders in the space. They really are moving the needle and really getting the job done. So big shout out to Peace Love Music. This is Giga Pepe, and